everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Sunday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. I hope your weekend has been treating you well. And today I'm going to be talking about the UK pop band called The Wanted. And recently one of their former members called Noah Sykes has been diagnosed with autism, and he was talking about it on a UK TV breakfast program called Lorraine. And obviously Lorraine is on holiday right now, so he was interviewed by somebody else, and he was talking about how open he was about his autism, how he understands how it makes him him, and all the positive things that come with that. And I was really pleased to see him being so open, so honest, so raw about it, because autism does tend to get a bad rap in the public media, and I was really proud and see how strong he was to discuss it and to say, it helps him be a musician, it helps him to write lyrics because of the emotions and things that he goes through to process it. And I think it's really brave to come out as a former boy band member, as somebody who's been in the public eye for the last few years, and to openly be as honest and raw as he was on that interview. And he wasn't just talking about his autism, of course he's talking about his music. Now that he's a soloist, he now has his own solo successful career, writing music, writing songs, and I think his autism is a strength to that, and I'm really pleased that he discussed it, as we do need better representation within the celebrity world, the public corporate world, discussing autism and bringing up the autism acceptance and autism awareness here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere that you use social media that I may not have named. But yeah, I think for him to come out and probably discuss it, be so open and accepting, and to use it as a strength, and to say that he understands now the way that he behaves is the way that he behaves. And I think it's really good that he's come out and said, I'm really passionate about it, I understand who I am for a reason and why I do things for a certain reason. And I think it's really good that he's put the awareness out there, the acceptance out there. He's spoken up for his own personal situation. I think it's really brave, because a lot of the time celebrities don't often discuss things like that. It's not something to be brought up to the public attention because of the threat of, it might ruin their career, or it might cause them to lose their sponsors and any current things that they may be doing for their career. So I think it's really nice that he did discuss it without prejudice, without fear, without any backlash from people saying, but I was really pleased to see that representation, especially from another male celebrity, someone who's in the high profile public eye, someone who's been a high public profile for quite a time, and being part of a successful UK boy pop band. And I thought I'd do a review on it from my autistic perspective, to say how proud I am, how pleased I am to see someone in that public eye, in that public imagery, with the pressure that comes along with that autism label, the press and the public and people retaliating to it and responding to it, because autism is such a hard thing to talk about open in the public media. There is a lot more acceptance towards it, yes, but I think at the same time we still do have a hard time when it comes to public understanding, public acceptance, public teaching, public advocacy, public campaigning, political campaigning, general awareness talks, especially in the UK and elsewhere. I think we are still very behind to where we need to be, and I just want to share my thoughts and feelings on it. I really do think that Noah speaking up now is a really good position that it puts him in. It puts him in a really good position with the public, especially teaching awareness and acceptance and educating others, also inspiring others who may be wanting to seek out a musical career or a teaching career within music. I think that's really opened the doors for them, and opened the doors for them to consider that just because they may have a form of neurodiversity, neurodivergence, autism spectrum, that they don't have to be limited or put restrictions on themselves because they think, no one's ever going to trust me, no one's ever going to trust me being a band or be in the public eye with my autism. And it's simply not true. Like, there is a lot more public people with autism out there now. Harvey Price is another one. There's a lot more celebrities out there with autism. Susan Boyle, she's another one. So there is a lot more celebrity representation out there. There is a lot more training, education going on in the public front, but again, it is still very limited. It is still very behind to where we should be at this time of year, from where we are right now. And I think the trouble is, unless more people start speaking publicly on it and start teaching on it, we're not going to get the public understanding and acceptance that we want. And I think that's a shame, because there is a lot more we can do to advocate and spread that awareness and educate ourselves, educate our friends, our loved ones, our our work colleagues, but again, it comes down to, unless people start speaking up, or they start sharing their own journeys of getting assessed or diagnosed, then we're not going to know how the best way is to support them. And I think Noah speaking up has really helped that discussion open the doors more, and I think there is going to be a lot more discussion with regards to autism and people being inspired by their autism to be in the musical theatre world, or to be in a boy band, girl band. It can open that doors of discussion for people. It shouldn't have to be just because you're different, you don't get access, or you don't get the chance to do what others do and be good at it. And I think it's opened that discussion to say, hey, yes, I may be different, I may have a neurodivergence or neurodiversity, I may not act the same way as you, but that's okay. And I think him opening up his honesty and his journey and saying, hey, I am autistic, this is the reason why, this is what I do, this is how it helps. And I think it's really brave that he shared his story. I will link some articles down below in the video description so that you can go and read about his journey by yourselves, but I want to discuss it. It's just really, really made me feel good that there is another public person, a high profile person, who has come out to say, hey, I am different, this is why, this is what I'm doing, I'm still in the music world, I'm still writing, I'm still singing, and it's not going to restrict me. And I think it's a really well done job that he's done that, because again, that shows not only are we not going to be stopped, we are somebody who can do anything that we put our minds to with regards to being on the autistic spectrum. And he has proved that by saying, hey, I'm a singer, songwriter, I write my own songs, I was part of a boy band, and he stepped out into the limelight. He has stepped out into this world and gone, this is me, this is what it is, this is how we're going to move on. And I think that's very brave and commendable, and I will support him and show him some support, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you get behind him and get to know more about him. And yeah, I just wanted to speak about it, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye!